Hi, welcome back to the official release of the schedule for the NMU Men's Club Hockey team. And let's start things off by discussing the WCCHA Conference schedule. First off, on November 1st and 2nd in Marquette, Michigan, we have University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire.
Yeah, UW-Eau Claire is they're a new team to the conference. They just got voted in here in the last couple of weeks, and they're going to fill Mankato's spot. We saw them back at the conference tournament there in that exhibition game. You know, they seem to have some talent, and we'll welcome them to Marquette, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Give them a proper welcome, right?
Definitely. And then right after that, we go to University of Minnesota Duluth in Duluth, Minnesota.
Yeah, again, Duluth's been a good team the last couple of years. I think they finished the year ranked this year. So that's obviously going to be a big weekend for us, not only in conference, but out of conference with the rankings. The big thing there is, again, is you're looking at a team that's going to be ranked most of the year, but you're also looking at a team that's going to be one of the top 2 or 3 teams in the conference.
Definitely.
So when you look at the Waldorf games and the Duluth games, those are probably the games that are going to decide, you know, where the seeding is for the conference tournament, who goes where.
Always rough games to play in, too. Very physical.
Always.
And then after that, there's a long weekend trip to Minneapolis, Minnesota for games against the University of St. Thomas and the University of Minnesota.
Yeah, you know, St. Thomas is one of those teams, again, we saw it last year. They have talent when they come to play. It's not like they're a team that we're going to walk all over. They're a good hockey team. It's can they put it together. Same thing with Minnesota. Probably a team that's got even more talent. Again, they don't have a coach.
Right, no direction.
No direction.
Yes.
But the talent is definitely there to be successful.
And then after that weekend, we come back to Marquette, Michigan to host the University of Wisconsin.
Yeah, again, 2 years ago, I think we split with them, both in overtime. You know, got 2 wins down there last year, but I think they were both close games. They were both 2 and 3 goal games. I expect Wisconsin to be ready to go. I mean, it's a hockey school, right? Just like Minnesota, Wisconsin.
Definitely.
I mean, they're Big Ten schools. They have a huge student body.
A lot of kids to draw from.
They should be competitive, yeah, for
definitely.
sure.
And then after that, back in Marquette, Michigan, we'll be hosting the St. Cloud State University.
Yeah, I mean, they're a team that, like you said, I mean, every year they seem to be in the conference championship game. They're ranked every year, it seems like. Again, one of those teams that, you know, it's one of those top 4 teams. We kind of like look at the conference schedule, how it's going to shake out. You expect Northern Michigan, St. Cloud, Minnesota Duluth, and Waldorf to kind of what team's going to step up and take care of those other teams and who's going to control their own destiny then come conference tournament time.
Yes. And then after that, there's a break from conference play for about a month, and then on January 24th through the 26th, the team will be taking quite a long bus trip to Albert Lea, Minnesota to play Waldorf College, and then heading back up to Minneapolis that Sunday to play the University of Minnesota.
That's going to be a heck of a road trip, eh?
That'll be a long one for the boys.
Yeah, Waldorf. You know, the first game we played them, maybe we got a wrong impression. It was early in their first year as a program. They are completely school funded. They don't pay to play hockey. They are recruiting primarily out of the Minnesota Junior Hockey League. They're a program that I can see 3 or 4 years out. Very dangerous nationally.
Definitely.
I think next year they're going to be a much improved team in conference. And, you know, they finished year ranked, I think, 13 or 12. And honestly, playing them the conference, you know, playing them early in the year, then late in the year, one of those teams that I look for to really challenge, you know, us and Duluth in conference.
Definitely.
They could be that sleeper team that everybody takes lightly and shouldn't because they had a ton of talent when we saw them.
Right. Yeah, and I noticed that too from the beginning of the season to the end of the season. Their attitudes changed a little bit, and they're working harder and playing as a team. So.
Yeah, they should be a good hockey team next year.
Yeah, I agree with that. And then to end the WCCHA Conference play, we will be playing in the WCCHA Tournament in Blaine, Minnesota.
Yeah, again, back to the Swan Super Rink. You know, that's going to be one of those weekends that, if I look back on my 2 years here, and my 2 years in the WCCHA, you know, me and Dino just talked about this the other night. We haven't won one of these tournaments yet.
It's got to happen.
I mean, it's one of those things that every year it's a goal of ours.
Yeah.
But, I mean, my first year we finished tied with St. Cloud for the best record in the conference. Last year we outright won the conference by, I think, 3 wins, almost 5 or 6 points. So Yeah, maybe not winning one of those yet has probably been the blemish as far as I'm concerned, the black mark on the program.
Right.
Is not getting the job done come conference tournament time.
Oh, I would agree with that. So, yeah, and that's the WCCHA conference schedule.